Welcome again to Cornerstone Farm and our Tip Tuesday with Cornerstone Horsemanship. I'm Greta Cummings and this is Sheri Billings. So last week we talked about halters and the importance of a rope halter over a flat halter with groundwork. Today we're going to talk about lead ropes. So Sheri, I've had this lead rope for quite some time and I get along with it, but I think I could do better. What do you think?
I think you can do better.
Okay.
It's not bad, but there's just some nice qualities about a good training rope.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, for a lead rope or something, it works just fine for that. But for training, I like these ropes here that are made out of a yacht rope. They have their double stitched with another rope inside of it, which gives it a little bit of weight. And as you can tell just by showing side by side, you can see how this one hangs so much nicer and looser. So when you hold it on the ground to do groundwork, like you have your knuckles up and do your groundwork, this gives you some swing. So I can hit Greta with it.
Thank
you. Not intentionally. But I just really like this quality better.
Okay, so the other thing I noticed about your rope here is you don't have a snap. How are we going to attach this to our halter?
Well, we tie it. We tie it directly to the halter. I prefer not to have the snap. Rope halters and training leads are for training purposes only. So I just tie it right on.
Okay. So is there a benefit to not having snap over having a snap on a lead when doing training, when doing groundwork?
Well, that's a good question. I don't like having a snap when you're training because if you move the snap, now we'll watch Grace here, or you could. Why don't you ask Grace if she wants to back up?
Wants to back up, okay. Most people don't do it like this. Shake the rope.
Oh, yep. And see what she did? Her head went up.
Went up, yeah.
And that's what I like to avoid. What she was worried about is she was worried about the snap. She wasn't trying to figure out what you wanted her to do. She was worried about if the snap going to hit her in the chin or in the jawbone. So her head went up. And when we train, we like to keep our horses nice and calm and their heads level. So it just is as a detour, and it's just nicer to tie it on there so you don't have that metal thing banging on them.
Sure. Okay, so will you show us how to tie the rope onto a halter? Because I'm sure there's a right way to do it to make sure it doesn't come undone, right?
Yep. And we want to make sure it doesn't come undone during training.
That's right. Okay.
So when you tie the training rope onto the rope halter, you come through from the back side or from the horse side through, and I make sure that I have extra plenty there. You need at least 13 feet. My ropes are 14 feet. So you can get plenty of tail, and then I wrap it around twice above the loop, and then I feed it through.
Okay, so you make sure you go through both ropes.
Both ropes.
Okay.
So then when you have it a little tail sticking out so it doesn't slip through, and I pull tight this way and I pull tight this way. So when you pull both ways, that locks it in there and it won't go anywhere.
All right, well thanks Sheri for showing us how to tie the lead rope to the halter for some good, effective communication with our horses from the ground.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Tune in next week again for our Tuesday tip with Cornerstone Horsemanship. If you've missed out on any of them, you can always visit our website. Address will be available at the end of this video. And click our YouTube channel link and you can check the clips there. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you.
And the horses you ride,
From our barn to yours.